welcome back to another Marvel Champions live stream. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had just a fantastic weekend. Today, we are going to be doing a game that was recommended last Friday by Sam, who suggested that we play the Hood with all of the Thunderbolt mod sets. So that seems crazy. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. And so this will be kind of crazy because each one of these modular sets has what I would effectively call a villain inside of it. So like you have like Radioactive Man. Each one of these has like 15 to 18 health. They're villainous. They're like 1-2 stat lines, and then they have like really bad stats. In the Hood, we start out with like very few modular sets in the deck, and then as we kind of progress through both the main scheme as well as the villain stages, we're going to be adding more modular sets to the deck. So we're, going to potentially see ourselves in a situation where we see multiple of these at the same time or back to back. And that I think can get kind of scary. Ryan, what's up? How's it going? How you doing? So yeah, that'll be interesting. I decided we would go Maria Hill. I think Maria is up for the challenge. She's ready for this. I was thinking we would go like a leadership type build, maybe with Maria with maybe some like Agents of Shield, kind of lean into the other effect that she has on her hero side where she gives every single one of her allies the shield trait, and see if we can kind of lean into that a little bit. So we'll see. Good morning, Trapid. How's it going? But these are kind of mean. These are not great. I still think we go Pericles turn one. I am not 100% sure if we um use the Pericles turn one or if we want to kind of, well, I guess maybe we don't have to use Pericles turn one. I'm trying to think of like we're losing half of the activation of a Pericles if we don't have an ally on the table or a minion on the table. And what's really nice is once we have these minions, the Pericles can stun them. Oh, Hood with Thunderbolts. That sounds great. Yeah. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. So I'm not scared. I'm not scared. It's fine. But alrighty. So let's build the Maria Hill deck. I'm going to go ahead and put those up there just to remind ourselves what we're doing. Cool, the Thunderbolts without Citizen V or Citizen 5. I know I keep getting told what the correct way to say it is, and I keep forgetting. I think I keep switching too. So, alrighty. So, we do want to, let's just grab Agents of Shield. So if each one of your characters has the shield trait, this card gains whenever you would reveal an encounter card. Exhaust this card to cancel the effects and reveal another one. It is time to hydrate. Thank you so very much, Trapit. Which can cancel some of these elite minions, and I think that's where our saving grace is going to come from. That and Pericles, right? But since we do give all of our allies the shield trait, we will have this whenever we are in hero form. Let's grab our off aspect helicarriers. We're gonna grab a Pericles. We are our off aspect shield supports. I believe it's V for victory. Okay, that makes sense. Still not a fan of Hill, but I'm looking forward to see folk try and build decks that stray from the rails she wants to stay on. Pericles seems essential. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would agree with that. The Mongoose. I think like after a couple plays, she feels very samey. Don't quote me though. The letter, not the Roman numeral. Okay. Cool. Okay, sweet. Thank you. So we got the Pericles there. I think we'll probably want to go to the Big Bell. The Big Bell is going to help with tough status cards as well as just throwing out some AoE damage. And then I honestly think Field Agents, just like getting those ramped up so fast, and they can prevent consequentials from any of our allies. I feel like the Field Agents is just a great call to go for Maria. One cost, a lot of counters. They just seem good. Okay, so that's our off aspect stuff. So we get 3 shield supports, and we have to take the maximum copy. So Pericles, the Big Bell, and Field Agent. So I think that's gonna be right where we want to land. Um, Before we start diving into allies and everything, we probably want to go ahead and grab Sky Destroyer. Super Spies feels good. Let's grab a Super Spies. Why not? Sky Destroyer. Helicarrier. Just a basic Helicarrier, our doubles. Alrighty. That puts us at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have 13 slots left. Back in my day, Field Agents was a bad card. You youngins wouldn't understand. And the Cersei to pay for big allies. Yeah, let's give the Cersei another fair shake. I have fallen off the Cersei wagon, but I do think that let's go ahead and throw it in there, just because I feel like it deserves another shake. Um, okay. I love the blue helicarrier multiplayer games. Oh yeah, I think the blue helicarrier in like a higher player count game is just insane. It just seems so much fun. I'm gonna grab Triskelion. We'll probably grab the command teams just because we're here. Why not? Often your first play, yeah. It feels like it's just gonna help people ramp so much. I'm really looking forward to bringing it to Kana Heroes. Did I tell you I built a mass attack Cersei deck? It's 3 attack allies and command teams, so I could do it. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. Nice. Yeah, yeah, Ryan. What do you not like about Cersei? Just feel like you didn't need it. Exactly. Yeah, I felt like anytime that I was playing the Cersei, like I was never getting the full utilization out of it. And then I was playing the Cersei, which means I didn't have an ally that turn. I was losing a lot of tempo from putting the Cersei on the table and not getting any activations out of it. And then like by the time Maria specifically was built up, and maybe the Cersei is better elsewhere, but by the time Maria was built up, whenever I needed the Cersei, I didn't need the effect of the Cersei. I could have just paid for the ally, and not lost too much. And I don't know, it was just like this weird like she doesn't really need it type thing. I have a friend who said that Cersei in Spider Man, just as Peter Parker, doesn't work. The ally. Yeah, that's true because it puts it into play, and then I think the Justice Spider Man is when played. Yeah, after you play versus put into play. Dum Dum Dugan. Dum Dum Dugan is so expensive. That is true. Um, that is true. Yeah. Good morning, Heiser Owl. Can we see the player board? Oh yeah, of course. We opened this one on Friday. This is the new Agents of Shield player board from Buy the Same Token. I really like it, and then the Ready Exhaust is right on the other side. I really like the helicarriers and the planes and the runways and stuff. Yeah. Alrighty. We got Triskelion. We could go organizational support. I don't think that would be too bad. Let's go call for backup. Um, let's go. Cersei seems dependent on how many high cost allies. Yeah. I love this board. Yeah. It looks so good. Yeah. It looks like the helicarrier. Yeah. And it just like the colors are super clean. I don't know how well you can see it on stream, but it's like it's got like the sheen to it, which makes it like the silver really pop. Hey chicken, how's it going? Yeah. And so I'm a big fan of this. We were talking about how like this is probably my favorite. The vision board is probably my favorite, but I think I like the team boards because they can be used with more characters than just vision. While we are here, we've got superpower training. Do you have a set of go-to supports that you always use for Maria? Typically, my go-to is going to be Pericles if I'm not playing Justice Field Agent, and then something that fits the strategy. Probably either the Bell or I really like med teams. Med teams are pretty good, or command teams based on kind of what I'm doing. I feel like there is a play for like a aggressive like troop commander archetype with command teams, bringing command teams in as well as field agents, because then you can prevent the consequential damage. I feel like that. I feel like that could be kind of fun to do something like that. So you go Pericles, you run aggression, you go Pericles, you go field agents, and then you go command teams, run boot camp, and then just all the high attack allies, and then you can attack with your allies, preventing consequential damage when need be with field agents, and then using command teams to ready them up. I feel like that. Does it have to be a high cost allies for Cersei? You don't. It doesn't have to be, but like the way that I like to look at it is that it's 7 effective resources, and so I want to be getting minimum 8 effective resource allies out by doing that. So that'd be minimum 2 3 cost allies. And so it just kind of tends towards higher costs. And then you want to try and get the most efficiency out of your plays as possible. And so, like, when I'm looking at that, it's like if you play 2 4 cost allies, now it's 10 effective resources when you've sunk 7 into it. So you're getting like a payoff of 3 resources. And is that worth an entire turn? Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Does Beast response work with the Cersei? It does. It does, because Beast is when entering play. Uh, which is a good point. We should probably look at Beast 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got superpower training. Do we need a build support in here? Grumble. We'll grab a build support. That's 20. Now let's look at allies. And we could potentially cut some stuff. But I do like Beast. Beast allowing us to just after Beast enters play, set your deck and discard pile for a resource card and add it to your hand. I do like Beast there. Mirage doesn't work. Hood has a high scheme, so that's probably not going to work. Slingshot into play. Slingshot could be kind of interesting. Cersei is way more fun in multiplayer when you can get the other player. Yeah. Good morning, Greg. Rocket with the minions. I can't play Rocket, so if I use Rocket, I would have to bring in make the call. I could use it for the call for backup, but a little lukewarm on that. I'm gonna go Kalu, because I think an all points bulletin after a while would be pretty nice. The minions are tough. I think we're going to rely on probably all points bulletins to hit these minions. Yeah, you do need the Guardian trait to play Rocket, but you can put them into play using like a call for backup or a make the call, and you can get around that restriction. The Cersei could play him as well. That's interesting. I'm not 100% sure how much I like Rocket's attacking for 4, which is not bad. It's not bad. But I mean, the lowest health minion we have is 15. And so it feels like a lot of hoops to jump around, and is there just an easier way to put 4 damage out? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like Cyclops works really well. So after Cyclops enters play, choose an enemy until the end of the phase. Increase the amount of damage that enemy takes from each attack by 1. I don't actually know how much I'm attacking, to be completely honest. But I guess Maria can kind of handle the thwarting, the threat removal, and then we can use all of our allies to kind of do the damage. Is this the Hood with the Thunderbolt? It is. It is. I'm not scared. You're scared. Gentle is kind of interesting. Gentle takes +1 consequential damage after he attacks the villain. Kind of similar to Rocket. Yeah, Rocket also has the +2. I can just straight play gentle though. I'm wondering, check Agent 13. That was, yep. Do not want to forget about Agent 13. Agent 13 is so very good. Do we go Dum Dum? I don't know if we go Dum Dum. Dum Dum. Let's go Dum Dum. We're playing Cersei. Let's do it. Um, Rocket attacks for 4. I'm a little concerned with just like the Guardian trait thing. Go Professor X. Professor X can stun a minion, which I think could be helpful. Melinda May could be kind of interesting. Let's go. Okay, we're going high cost allies here. We got 2, 4, 5. So we're at 43 cards. I'm not too upset with 43, honestly, because we can tutor stuff. But Melinda May allowing us to look at the top card of the deck. We do run into the situation with the hood where we're shuffling in a modular set to a very thin deck, and that could be detrimental, especially if we like flip radioactive man. It's like, okay, so Melinda May being able to discard that card or keep it if we, which I guess is just a boost card. Normalize thick decks. Nice. Yeah, I get. Well, no, Melinda May won't, because the idea is that we're gonna status the hood to not activating, and so we will be setting our boost card. So never mind. Okay, that makes me feel better. What are we missing? Anything that we are missing? Go second copy of Sky Destroyer. Be insane. It's gonna be a brutal fight. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time for sure. Um I wish I could run Maria Hill. I Do we go team training? I think we do. I don't think we're really chump blocking too much. Got double resources? Yes. Yes. My New Year's resolution last year was not to forget my double resources when deck building. Do you log your plays or keep any stats for champions? I used to. I used to log all of my plays for every single board game. I stopped logging champions mainly when I was like streaming. I just kind of forgot. And then I've stopped just logging any plays because I found that I was actually losing enjoyment from like playing board games because I was getting so caught up in the stats, and so I just stopped logging completely. But I have played a lot of games of champions. We could go rally the troops. What if we go new recruits? New recruits is kind of interesting. If we go new recruits, does not count towards our ally limit. Oh, if you have the Mutant or X-Men trait, never mind. Yeah. Grumble. What if we go band together? Do we like band together or organizational support more? I guess organizational support. Yeah, let's go order. It's so good for Maria. If we do this, is Rocket's not in here, no. If we do organizational support, I want some sort of sync. Um what could that be? Go Machine Man, but that's an ally. Go make the call. I like syncs that are on the table. 2, 4, 6, 8, 47 cards. 47 cards. Maybe we don't need it. I've been logging my stats for champions because it gets me to use your heroes and aspects against villains. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's fun. Do you have like any that is on deck to play next? Yeah, 100%. I just found that I was getting it. It was becoming the fixation rather than the game. That's just my personality, though. I don't know if we need organizational support. I don't know. Like, it's like we get a lot of resources. I'm like, I don't know what I need a lot of resources for. Let's cut out the organizational supports. Um, Specialized training we don't need. Kind of anti-synergistic there. Let's rock and roll with this and see what happens. I'm not scared. You're scared. Okay. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a good time. We've got making connections. We're choosing 7 modular encounter sets and set them aside. I'm choosing 6. If we get to 7, if we need a 7th, we go Wrecking Crew just to kind of really punish us for not winning by 7. Yeah, Sam, I use my tracking to remember who I haven't touched yet. Also to keep track of decks I really liked. Oh, nice. That's cool. I'm currently going through the core box villains and heroes with each aspect. Nice. You're done with Spider-Man? Done Iron Man leadership, pool, protection onto aggro and justice. Sick. Okay, sweet. Old hero new trick justice deck for Iron Man. Nice. The one that we just played. That was fun. That was a fun one. Choose one of those sets at random and shuffle it into your deck. 1, 6. 6. So we got gravitational pull. So Moonstone. After Moonstone activates, give her a tough status card. Sick. Excited to hear how it goes. Wait, no, I don't want to put these up yet because we need another one. The Hood on stage 2 has 16 health. Pfft. Basically 0 health. We have 9. Choose one set aside modular set at random. Shuffle it into the encounter deck. We're going to reroll a 6. Got a 4. That's Radioactive Man. The foul play ability, which we only activate whenever we are told to do so. The foul play, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Deal the first card discarded this way that does not belong to the Hood encounter set to yourself as a face down encounter card. Oh my gosh, this is going to be brutal. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a insane match, and I am here for it. Okay, first one. When revealed, each player must resolve the Hood's foul play ability in order. We could be... What's the worst? What's the worst that could happen, right? I guess 2 Thunderbolt minions would probably be the worst. A lot of pain from when I woke up and chose violence this morning. Nice. Good luck. Gotta go. Alrighty, see you, Adam. Enjoy the deck. Enjoy the old hero new trick. I had a lot of fun with that. Alrighty, so Maria taking on the Hood. I think the other way that we could do this, I was kind of like theory crafting right before the stream on how I wanted to approach this. I think Maria is probably going to be a fun little stress test for her, but I think the other way you could do this is a rush deck. I think if you try and rush this down, because the Hood's 1620, 1618, so you could rush them. I think that would probably be the easiest way. Okay. The first player must resolve the Hood foul play, which is discard the top 2 cards. The first card, hey, there's Moonstone. Gravitational pull. Alrighty, we're getting Moonstone turn 2. Or turn 1. So that's good. That's what you want. That pretty much guarantees that I do want to go with Cersei. I do want to grab that just so we can lock down Moonstone and the Hood going forward. I think there is potentially an argument to be made to stay down and let the Hood scheme out. So that we could just... Nah, it's not worth doing that. Okay, let's see. We got 2, 4, 6. We search our deck for a copy of Command Team, Field Agent, Reinforcement, Build Support, Strength, and a Beast. Alrighty. I think we're going to keep Strength and mulligan everything else. We could potentially keep Build Support. Let's keep build support. We've got Command Team. We've got Kalu, All Points Bulletin, and a Energy. Alrighty. Okay, cool. Starting us out, we are going to exhaust Maria. We're going to go search the deck for the Pericles. Go ahead and find that. I don't actually think we're going to activate it this round, though. I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip up, let the Hood attack us. He only has a 1 attack, so it's not too bad to just take on the chin, especially once we get the Iliad out. We can start healing ourselves. And then we can save our counter for the Pericles to confuse the Hood, confuse Moonstone, then flip back down and kind of start ramping then. So 2, 4, 5, 6 to play the Pericles. Pericles comes in with 2 counters. We can exhaust it to give a hero or villain a status card as well as an ally or minion. I'm going to use Command Team to play build support. It's going to come in with 3. Whenever we defeat that, we get to go search our deck and discard pile for a support that costs 3 or less and play it, or put it into play. Flip up to Maria, and we will stand up. We got 5 cards. We got Command Team. I feel like I put 9 Command Teams in this deck. I just saw 3 of them in the first hand. Triskelion on the double. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Bell. Alrighty. We're going to go 1 here. The Hood is going to attack us for 1, plus we're just going to take it. Plus 2 if the activating enemy is aerial. Give it additional. So we take 3 total. 1, 2, 3. We got 2 cards. The first one being Moonstone. After Moonstone activates, give her a tough status card. And we've got Exhaustion. Surge. Exhaust our identity. Surges into Runaway Nuclear Reaction. Oh, geez. After a radioactive man is dealt any amount of damage, place an equal amount of threat here. Then if there are 10 or more threat here, deal 10 damage to each character and discard Runaway Nuclear Reaction. That's a cool card. I don't think I've seen this card before, but that's really, really fun. Starts with 5 threat and has a crisis icon, so we do need to thwart it down. Unfortunately, we're in a situation where we cannot do so. So that's fun. Cool. Well, that's really scary, honestly. Let's go Pericles to confuse. Confuse. I think we're going to use on the double and the Bell to play Command Team. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will play Triskelion. I think what we will then now do is use build support whenever we force that down to grab Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like that the design adds defeat condition. Yeah, 100%. Hello. Hope you're doing well. What's the theme for today's stream? We're doing the Hood with all the Thunderbolt minions, or all the Thunderbolt modular sets. We're going to use Maria's ability to move a counter from Command Team over to Pericles. And we are going to flip down and hide. Let's stand up. Got Call for Backup, Superpower Training, Shield Director, APB, and Agents 13, and the Cersei. 2, 4, 6. Okay. We're going to go up to 3 here. Our friends are confused. Our encounter card is Madame Mask. Uh-oh. Guard. When revealed, resolve the Hood's foul play ability. When defeated, the defeating player must resolve the Hood's foul play ability. We got Established Dominance and Gravitational Pull. So Gravitational Pull. Discard an ally or support you control. Otherwise, this card gains Surge. I'm going to discard the Triskelion. Gross. Thanks. I hate it. Okay. I think we need to... Honestly, we could probably lose this and not feel too bad about it. We do need to thwart down Runaway Nuclear Reaction. We could do that with Agent 13 right now. I think... I want to get Shield Director out there, though. Shield Director feels good. And APB only does 2, so that's probably not worth it. If it did 3... trying to figure out if I want to flip down and grab, or I'm sorry, exhaust to grab a card. I don't know if I do. I think I'd rather have the thwart. We go shield director. We could grab a helicarrier, I guess. Like, it just feels like we're losing a lot of resources. I think we toss shield director. I don't think we go shield director. I think superpower training can grab shield director. We can worry about that later. Um, we play Agent 13 potentially. Agent 13 can just be a thwarting machine. If we grabbed like a call for back or a field agent, we could play it with the Cersei, but I think I'd rather use Maria Hill's thwart than her activation to do that. Okay, so let's not do anything here. We'll flip up. I'm going to spin these 4 to play Agent 13. Whenever she attacks or thwarts, choose a shield support, ready that support. We will use our ability to move one of these counters over to the Pericles. Let's go ahead and use the Pericles. We will stun the Hood, stun Moonstone. Agent 13 is going to thwart 2 off of Runaway Nuclear Reaction. Take this down to 3. She takes 1 consequential damage. I'm going to ready the Pericles. I'm going to go ahead and use the Pericles to stun here and give Maria a tough. So that sets us up fairly nicely for in the next round or so. I'm going to take it off of build support instead. And then let's use Maria to just thwart down build support. And I'm going to have used the Cersei instead of call for backup. Thwarting down build support. Let's go grab. Oh, actually? Nah, we'll grab Did I not grab a helicarrier? I thought I grabbed a helicarrier. Did I not? We could go. We did say we were gonna go Agents of Shield. Yeah, let's. But I am kind of curious. Did I grab a helicarrier or no? Huh. I guess I didn't. Agents of Shield. Let's do that. When you reveal an encounter card, exhaust this card, cancel the effects, and reveal another one. Which mod sets are we using with the Hood? We're using all the Thunderbolt minions. All the elite Thunderbolt minion mod sets. Yeah. Kind of crazy. We do need to clear out Runaway Nuclear Reaction. I think for now, we're going to hang on to call for backup. We're going to stand up. I really thought I grabbed a helicarrier. Maybe not. So call for backup. Reinforcements. Field Agent. Professor X. Nice. And a life model decoy. I'm going to go up to 4. Stun, stun, stun. And our encounter card is Radiation Exposure. Attached to your identity. If the attached identity has the gamma trait, it gets +1 attack instead. After you recover, discard 1 card from your hand and discard this card. It's a -1/-1 for us. We love pain. Yeah, right? Right? Oof. Okay. We're going to go Life Model Decoy, Reinforcements, and a Call for Backup to play Professor X. When X enters play, we are going to confuse the Hood. X is going to thwart for 3 here. Take this down to 2. I'm going to go ahead and cannibalize the command team for the Pericles. I'm going to go ahead and use the Pericles to stun the Hood and stun Moonstone. Agent 13. Actually. I'm trying to figure out if I do want to stun the Hood. I guess I have Professor X can block Madam Mask. Agent 13 will clear here to clear the runaway nuclear reaction. And then Maria will thwart here to take this down to 2. We do have a field agent in... Oh, wait, no. Take it down to 3. We have -1. Do have a field agent in hand. Would I rather held on to something else? No, I think I need counters. So let's keep the field agent. Okay. Stand up. We will have... Yeah, the field agent will give us a counter that we can throw on the Pericles. We are confused here already, so that is nice. We got super spies. Give me Nick. Let's go. Nick. Special funding. Slingshot 2, 4, 5. Alrighty. I'm a big fan of seeing Nick and super spies in the same hand. That basically solves the Pericles counters issue. I think we just load up everything on the Pericles and then... Cool. Hey, Nelson. Sneaking into the chat at work since I always work during your streams. Nice. Give me Nick. Yeah. I'm so here. We've got 1 stun, block X with Madam Mask. She's going to knock out Professor X. Our encounter card is the Hood's Mantle. Gains Retaliate 1 and Steady. Spend 1 of each. We're going to Agents of Shield that and get a upper hand. The Hood attacks you. Resolve the Hood's foul play ability. That's kind of worse. So the Hood is going to attack us for 1, 2. It's going to knock our tough status. The foul play is Power of the Atom. When revealed, find Radioactive Man and reveal him. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's bad. Radioactive Man is engaging us. Okay. Oh, so work during your streams. I'm always here, but I can't. Nice. Always want to let you know that I theorize we'll be getting a Winter Soldier reveal on Thursday. I've been tracking patterns. Next Thursday would be too close to the release of Shuri and Silk. Well, they did push back the release of Shuri and Silk to May 1st, I believe. So I hate this. Cool. Alrighty. I still think that our plan holds up. So we'll go Special Funding Field Agent Slingshot to play Nick Fury. We will use Super Spies to place 3 counters on the Pericles. Takes this up to 4. The Pericles, we will Tough Maria, Confuse Moonstone. Nick will thwart 2 here. Take this down to 2. We will add a counter to the Pericles. Nick gets a counter. Agent 13 will... Let's start... Okay, so Agent 13 is going to thwart here. Nick is going to attack Radioactive Man. And now everything is the same. She needs a damage. I'll go ahead and thwart 1 here. When Agent 13 activates, we'll ready the Pericles. We'll use the Pericles. We will stun the Hood. And confuse Radioactive Man. Also, I don't think they will want to let there only be 1 Falcon lingering for the releases. They'll probably want to keep 2 going for hype. Also, I cannot hear you. I have my sound muted in the... Oh, okay. Nice. Counter from Nick. I put it on the Pericles, yeah. Thanks, Lydia. Grab a confused for a radioactive man. We're going to flip down to alter ego and we're going to stand up. Okay. We need Agent 13 to stay alive, so we do need a field agent here. So 2, 4, 6, which I think we have. Got 1, 2. So we'll be able to get one, if nothing. Hey, field agent, genius, Iliad. Iliad's good. Melinda May. There is a helicarrier. I just missed it completely. And on the double. A deck you should try to build around is What Doesn't Kill Me and Momentum Shift. I have built mini decks for heroes. Nice. Yeah, that's fun. I like. Who did I run that with? Wolverine? I think I tried that with Wolverine. I also really like Momentum Shift for Gamora. I think that's a really solid card for Gamora. Nice. Okay. 1. Confuse. 1 from Madame Mask. Encounter card. Dark Designs. No! Alright. Got 1 here. The hood is going to scheme for 2. 3. It's going to be enough to pop. When revealed, choose 1 set-aside modular set at random. Shuffle it into the encounter deck. Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme. This starts with 2. We'll go top to bottom. We'll re-roll a 5 or 6. 1 is Batroc. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, I think the idea is to not grab a Thunderbolt minion turn 1. Did you put the bell in the deck? Yes. No. Yes. I did put the bell in the deck. Which may be worth grabbing, actually. Foul play, drawing near, and field recruitment. So we got a drawing near. Cool. We're going to discard Sky Destroyer, put 1 here. All right. I actually don't know if I have any more. Let's count command teams. There's 1, 2, 3 command teams. We have our field agents. We have our helicarrier. We have our Sky Destroyer. We have the bell. We do have the bell. We don't have support staff or event staff or whatever that is, right? So we could grab 2, 4, 6. We could grab that. Exhaust. Support staff is the last one. We'll grab that. Okay. We have a couple of plays here. I think the Iliad is worth getting out. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to play the Iliad, and then we can double hit the Iliad to do 10 damage. We could do 15 damage if we hit Radioactive Man as well. I think that's probably what we have to do. We go Iliad on the double, Agent 13, sack Agent 13. We're about to shuffle our deck, so we can get her back eventually, but just kind of go all out and take out Radioactive Man and then worry about everything else later. I think that's the route that we go. If we do that, we're not getting rid of drawing near, which is a little sad. Do we need to get rid of drawing near? We have 16 health. There's 10, so down to 6. There's 3. So yeah, we do need to get. That's so frustrating. Drawing near If we don't get rid of it this round, we will see our Nemesis minion. Which is kind of tough. It's just the controlled minions, actually. Once we have the Iliad out, we should be fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the Iliad. Comes in with 3 mission counters on it. We can exhaust to deal 5 damage to an enemy. We can exhaust to remove 4 threat from a scheme, or we can exhaust to heal 3 damage from an identity. Yeah, I think the Iliad is the right call here. And then sacking 13. Let's flip up to Maria. We're going to go Pericles to confuse the hood and stun Moonstone. We've got the Iliad to do 5 damage here. We will play on the double to ready the Iliad. Use the Iliad to do 5 damage here. That takes us to 12. We're going to use Maria's ability to move a counter from the Pericles to the Iliad. Agent 13 will deal 1 damage here, which will ready the Iliad, and then we'll use the Iliad to do 5 damage. Okay, so Radioactive Man is out. Happy about that. We don't have to worry about Radioactive Man. Let's use Nick Fury to... If we lose this, we lose the game pretty much, because we're going to be resolving the Hood's foul play every single round, and that's just a losing strategy. Let's thwart here. We'll put 1 on the Pericles. 1 counter less on the Iliad, thank you. And we'll stand up. Okay. We got 5 cards, 2, 4, 5. That's a Dum Dum Dugan, a Cyclops, a Team Training, Reinforcements, and the Hard Call. Now, the Hard Call actually could be interesting. We'll figure it out when we get there. We've got 2 threat coming here. The Hood is stunned. Moonstone is stunned. We'll take 2 damage straight to the face. Then our encounter card is Unbridled Ambition. This comes in with 4. When the villain phase begins, each player must resolve the Hood's foul play ability in any order. In player order. There's 4 there. Alrighty. Well, that's not great. Okay. So Nick, let's get Team Training out there. Yeah. The Hard Call and Dum Dum Dugan will play Team Training. That's going to give all of our allies +1 hit point, meaning that Nick can stay around 1 more turn. Let's go ahead and use Nick to thwart 2 here and give us a counter on the Iliad. The Iliad, we will clear Unbridled Ambition by removing 4 threat. Pericles will stun the Hood and confuse Moonstone. We will flip down to Maria Hill. We will discard Reinforcements to get rid of Drawing Near. We will make a basic recover for 1, 2, 3. Oh, I am tough, aren't I? Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll just be a full, that's fine. And then we'll recover, discard this card to get rid of Radioactive Exposure. Okay. Okay. Stand up. We got a Special Funding, an encounter card, because we're shuffling the deck. We've already got through 1 of our Thunderbolt minions, which feels pretty good. We have the Iliad on the table. I feel like the government funding or the government liaison or whatever that card is would be really nice to get out, where we can just start loading up counters. I think we probably would like to see some sort of like field agent or something hit the table so that we have more counters to move around, because right now we feel a little hindered on how many counters we have on the table. I think one Thunderbolt minion is okay-ish to have on the table, but not great. We got Beast, Energy, Command Team, the Hard Call, and Shield Director. That's the card I was talking about. Sick. Got 2, Confuse, one more there. We got 2 cards. I don't think I actually did this. Did I do this last time? I don't think I did. We'll add one. I don't know. Just ordered my first expansion after Core Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Next Evolution and a couple heroes. So excited. Nice. Which one did you get? Oh, you ordered Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Next Evolution and a couple heroes? That's a good pickup. Hood and Thunderbolt is such good mesh. Yeah. Yeah. We got Sinister Strike. Alrighty, we are going to get our Nemesis, which is going to be Controller, Army of the Controlled, find controlled innocence and put it into play. Each face-down controlled minion engaged with the player after the controlled minion is defeated. Yep. After controller activates against you, remove one all-purpose counter from a support. If it's in play, put the top card. Okay. And then we've got, oh geez, Batroc. Oh no. Oh, we do have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. here, actually. Because it's not a... Because both of our allies are S.H.I.E.L.D. Or both of our characters are S.H.I.E.L.D. That's big. This is not a hero interrupt. Diabolical Surge. Remove one all-purpose counter from a support. Oh no. This goes here. I think it's the Iliad. That Surge is into Dark Designs. Alrighty. Nice. So Hood's going to scheme for 2, 4. So we go up to 7 here. Oh no, again. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's not good. That is very, very bad. You got Magneto, Nightcrawler, and Thor. Nice. Which one should you start with among those? The heroes and the boxes you got. Magneto's probably easiest to pilot. Yeah, I think Magneto's probably easiest to pilot out of those. Or Maria. Maria is pretty fun. Thor is also a good time. Thor is a good time. Thor and Magneto. Magneto gave a lot of really cool cards to Thor, and so you're gonna have some fun deck building there. So this is not good. I think we could go the hard call. Discard a shield support you control, deal X damage to each enemy where X is the printed cost of the shield support. So we could go like 2, we could go 6. If we go 6, it wipes out a lot, but we lose the Pericles, and that's, I think, not a good strategy to pursue. We could, honestly, we could grab the bell and then toss. That's not a shield, so we could like grab the bell, toss command team. and that would clear most everything as well. Nick is probably going to go away. Okay. Let's use Maria's ability. I think we have to go find the bell. I think we are not looking good right now. I think that's probably fair to say. So there's that. If we go energy, special funding, that's 4, 5, 6. We can play the bell with 4 missile counters on it. Then we don't have enough to play the hard call. Okay, let's reevaluate our life. If we go special funding and energy, we can play beast and we can grab special funding back. Special funding can play command team and then we can play shield director. In that case, I'm not going to grab the bell. I'm going to grab something else. Then we have beast out there, but then we're looking at all of these allies and we don't have we just don't have anything that we can do there. 1/1s. They're just 1/1s. But whenever we defeat them, we have to add a threat to the main scheme. So I think getting beast out feels good. If we don't grab the bell, what are we grabbing? We could grab field agent and keep Nick alive. Then we're floating shield director, which is not the end of the world. I think we have to use beast and Nick to thwart down army of the controlled. But then we lose the main. I think this is game here. I think we have lost. Oh well, no, we'll have a command team. We'll have a command team so we can ready up. Okay, hold on. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Alrighty, let's use special funding and energy to play beast, which will grab special funding back to our hand. Special funding will play command team to come in with 4 counters. Okay. We will use okay. I'm gonna use shield director to play field agent. It's gonna come in with 3 counters. I think we're gonna hang on to the hard call. I think I would rather use the hard call maybe next turn to maybe clear some stuff. Nope, that's not how you flip up. We'll flip up here. We've got Beast thwarting 2. And Nick thwarting 2 will exhaust a field agent, use a counter to prevent the consequential to clear army of the controlled. Discard each controlled minion, which will be this guy, which is reinforcements. We have to place an all-purpose counter on a support for each minion discarded. We're going to grab Pericles. Let's use command team to ready beast. Beast will thwart 2 here. Nick gives you a token. Nick does give me a token. Let's go with that on Pericles. Are we winning? We are not giving up. Next stream or something can do Spider Woman to showcase her butt. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. Pericles will. Let's confuse the. Well, we've seen both of our dark designs, right? No, but we do have extra activations in there. Have we seen both? That is a lot of minions, right? There's one dark designs. There's the second dark designs. So I think if we're in hero form, there shouldn't be a. There shouldn't be a scheme. So let's go tough here and stun here. We're gonna have to remove an all-purpose counter from a support that we control. Let's go ahead and we're gonna keep that there. Let's keep the hard call. No, let's go ahead and move this over to the Pericles, mainly because I may use the hard call to toss the command team. So we might as well just deplete all the counters there. Yeah, yeah, Thunder friendly, yeah. That's what we're doing. It's going about as well as you would expect. So we got hard call. We've got Sky Destroyer, Dum Dum Dugan, Cyclops, and a Kalu. I'm gonna go up to 7. Stun, stun. 2 goes into tough. Then the controller is going to hit us for 1. Then we get a there, and we're gonna remove the counter from command team. Our encounter card is under fire, because of course it is. Surge, reveal the top card. Yeah, that's fine. Surge. Each player engages with a minion engaged that player's clockwise from them. That's fine. Surges into Batroc the Leaper. Find him and put him into play. We will Agents of Shield that into Coupe de Forêt. When a minion engages a player, that player discards the top X card to their deck, where X is the number of boost icons on that minion. Place 1 threat here for each discarded lightning resource. That comes in with 5. Agents of Shield, yeah. And then we've got we're exposed to radioactivity again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What do? We swim. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Kalu and we're gonna play the hard call. What are we gonna do before then? Is the question. Hard call, Kalu, Sky Destroyer. Let's go Dum Dum and Cyclops to play Kalu. Search the top 5 cards for an event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna grab on the double. It's gonna be a resource. Okay. Pericles will confuse the hood and confuse Moonstone. Nick Fury will thwart 2 here. We will get a counter onto command team, preventing the consequential with field agent. Beast will thwart. Now we don't need the counter on command team because Beast is about to die. Beast will thwart 2 off of the main because this is at 2. Takes this down to 3. Just doesn't seem like she can do enough. We're in trouble. We're gonna play the hard call to get rid of command team to deal 1/2. Knock out the Cersei, which will add 1, 2, 2. Why is Maria always struggling? I don't know if I've ever really had Maria struggle. I think JF, I think she's one of the best characters in True Solo. I think she's struggling because we're playing a scenario that 90% of the heroes in the game can't do anything against. Shoot. think instead of thwarting with Beast, Beast has one more damage, by the way. Instead of thwarting with Beast, we are going to attack at a mask with Beast. Got gravitational pull and nowhere is safe. So Moonstone, she's already engaged. She activates. Okay. First blood. Let's go. Which heroes have a shot here? Honestly, I think Hulk with a rush deck does. Captain Marvel with, I think any rush deck has a really good shot. Yeah, it's the Hood with all the Thunderbolt minions. I think Maria has a really good shot. I mean, we're doing fairly good for flipping Moonstone turn 1. So Maria is going to thwart 1 here. And so actually I thwarted 2 with Beast, so we're at 6. How did I do that? We were at 7. I did 2, 4, so we should be at 3. Then I took it back, so we're down to 4. We thwarted 2, down to 5. Maria thwarted 1, down to 4. We're going to go up to 7 with our acceleration icons. Kalu will go ahead and thwart 1 there. Take a damage. I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego. No, because then we're going to scheme out here. Shoot. Star-Lord would be tough. Those that can spam multiple statuses maybe while also bursting. Yeah. Yeah, any rush deck. Strange would be fine. The main issue. So I think probably a Justice Shield deck would be a lot better if you had like access to global logistics so that you could set your encounter cards and stuff like that. I feel like Gambit's actually, we should run Gambit in this deck. When we lose here, we should definitely run Gambit. We're going to instead go stun, and we're going to stay in hero form. Let's stand up. We got 5 cards. We got Melinda May, Super Spies, Agent 13, Support Staff, Superpower Training. Wolverine has a shot. Yeah, I think any rush deck. Always here for a Gambit try. I meant the ally, to be fair, but yes. So we're going to go up to 6 here. Hood stunned, Moonstone stunned. Controller is going to attack us. We'll take it. It's going to be 1 damage. And we got here, which will take 1 damage. Okay. We got gravitational pull. Moonstone is going to attack us. We will block with Kalu. So it's going to be 2, 3. After this attack resolves, engage a minion that is not engaged with you. Done. And then she gets a tough. There goes Kalu. Then we've got Batroc the Leaper. Find Batroc. We're going to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that into Power the Atom. Find Radioactive Man and put him into play. Find does not search the encounter or the victory display, right? JF, I think Maria's top 5. I think she's 4 in true solo. I don't think you search there, so this is going to search into Evil Alliance. Good. Alrighty. Well, actually, I don't think this actually matters. If you flip this side, find your Nemesis minion and reveal it. There you go. So that actually didn't work. Sweet. Thank you. What's the official Marvel Champions power rankings? That's funny to me. Standard 2, Expert 2, Rhino? definitely wouldn't. That's not how I would rank. I feel like Standard 2, Expert 2 is such a small populace. Gotcha. Yeah, I think Standard 2, Expert 2 is such a small player base that I wouldn't consider that like a true ranking. Okay. So what's cool here? We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We could play Agent 13, Super Spies. Team. Let's go. Let's play Super Spies. Let's get 3 counters here. Pericles will confuse the Hood and confuse Moonstone. Actually, let's go 1 counter on Field Agent. Okay. Nick, Field Agent, will thwart 2 here to take this down to 4. We get a counter. It's going to be on the Pericles. Oh, shoot. I didn't do that. So it's not a lightning. Okay. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't discard because there's no boost icons on it. Okay. Jeez. Beast will go ahead and thwart 2 here. Take this down to 2. That's gonna knock Beast out. I'm gonna flip down to Maria. I'm gonna exhaust to go find a Field Agent. I'm gonna use these 4 to play Agent 13. Agent 13 is going to thwart here, reading the Pericles. Pericles will then confuse controller and stun the Hood. The same question about find and was happy to find the answer. You don't find cards in the victory display unless a card tells you. Sweet. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Stand up. We've got reinforcements, command team, build support, genius, life model decoy, and a reinforcements. I'm gonna add 3 threat here. The Hood's confuse. We'll add 1 more threat from our controlled minion. Then our encounter card is Master Plan, which is going to add 4 threat to here, which is not great, but I think I need to look out for the bell. I think that's the big bell is kind of where we're going. I think that is the right call. So let's go here. It's not the hard call, but it is the right call. I got the bell. Yeah. Okay. You got build support, command team, life model decoy, reinforcements, and a genius. 2, 4, 6. To play the bell. Is there anything that I want to hang on to? I'm gonna hang on. Yeah, I'll hang on to reinforcements. The Belle of the Ball. Looking better. Comes in with 3 missile counters. Okay. Let's flip up to Maria. Um, I want. I think we need to toss Nick. I think we need to get rid of Nick. Yeah. So let's use Pericles to confuse here and stun Moonstone. Let's use the Bell to deal 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Take out here, which will add a threat. Go 3 here. That was all points bulletin. Then take this to 5. Okay. There goes the Bell. Discard that tough status card first. Get it out of there. We don't need it. Okay. Agent 13 is going to knock out the controller. And we are going to ready the Pericles. Nick will thwart 2 off of the main, which will take us down to 3. We'll give a counter to the Pericles. That's going to knock Nick out. I'm going to use Pericles to give ourselves a tough status card and then confuse Moonstone. And we'll stand up. We have reinforcements. I think we're going to hang on to reinforcements. No, we're going to toss reinforcements. We've got strength, field agent, on the double, slingshot, and call for backup. Okay. What would a call for backup could get Nick, honestly. That's not a bad idea. Okay. I'm going to add 3, go up to 6 out of 8. We are stunned, and counter card is the upper hand. The hood attacks you, resolve foul play. We will Agents of Shield this. So press conference. After the player phase ends, remove 1 all-purpose counter from each support. It's an alter ego action. We can exhaust our identity and discard this card. We will absolutely be doing that. Okay. 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 This is ready. Okay. I posted a question in the first game playthrough of Arkham. What's up? Hello, Nelson. I recently got into the game because your videos. Nice. Still learning the rules. I found your walkthrough of the first 3 games very helpful. Second game, I posted a question about something that I didn't understand. Yeah. Sure. What was the question? I didn't. I don't look at my comments as frequently as I should. Okay. We need to, I guess. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do. Honestly, I think that's what we do. Let's go strength and call for backup to play slingshot. Or hold on. Do we use on the double to play slingshot and return her to our hand? But then we don't. I think I'd rather just strength, call for backup to play slingshot. On the double plays field agent. And we can start messing with that kind of stuff. Okay. Pericles will go ahead and stun. Just try and get ahead of that a little bit. Field agent has 3 backup counters on it. I'm going to use our ability to move one of the backup counters to the Pericles. Agent 13. It's weird. Okay, so slingshot will it doesn't matter. Slingshot will thwart 2 here, take us down to 4. Slingshot will take a damage. Agent 13 will thwart 2, take this down to 2. We're going to flip down. We're going to exhaust to get rid of the press conference. Still for Darth Raven. Still the first game. We'll see. I was like, potentially could have 2, 4, 6. Potentially could have not. Or scooped earlier. We had a rough start. Referring to a situation. Oh, okay. Which game has the harder rules to understand? Arkham, probably. Versus Marvel Champions. I feel like Marvel Champions is fairly straightforward. So I think in terms of complexity, we'll go Lord of the Rings, Arkham, Marvel Champions. Yeah. So yeah. I think we look for. We need 1 more damage here. I think we look for our Iliad. I think Iliad would be pretty nice here. APB, Professor X, Helicarrier, Special Funding, Triskelion, and a Command Team. That's not too bad. We're gonna add 3 threats, so that's gonna take us to 5. We are confused. Got 2 cards, and we got an acceleration icon or token. Okay. In Arkham, the Gathering, Hard Skull says -2 if you fail the test, searching counter deck and discard pile for the ghoul enemy and draw it. Shuffling counter deck. This means I can choose the enemy ghoul I want from the discard or the encounter deck. I believe so, yes. Which probably will be weaker. Also, draw the enemy means I should engage it. Draw the enemy, typically yes, and I believe with the ghoul, yes. But there are, whenever you reveal some minions, it will tell you to like spawn at an empty location. So if the ghoul said like spawn at an empty location, then when you draw it, you would do that. You would spawn it elsewhere. But if the ghoul doesn't have any weird spawn instructions, you would draw it and engage it. Yes. Nelson says MC rules are straightforward. I would say relatively straightforward. I think is a better way to say that. Comparatively straightforward. Arkham has weirder rules and card interactions. MC, yeah, is streamlined. Okay, we've got the Hood's Pistol. +1/+1, that's fine. And +1/+1. Alrighty. There you go. The Hood is hoodin'. Alrighty. I think we go Iliad. Iliad makes a lot of sense here, I believe. We'll exhaust to go find Iliad. Yeah. Okay. We've got Special Funding. 2, 3, 4, 5 to play the Iliad. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. Yeah. I really needed to play the Helicarrier. Go APB. Play the Iliad, and that comes in with 4 counters on it because we did use a special funding for it. Nice. Okay. That is good to have. We have the Triskelion in our hand, which I think we'll hang on to because I think the end game here is an all points bulletin. So to deal with that. Okay, let's flip up to hero form. Pericles will confuse. Just stay on top of it, I think. Confuse. I'm gonna put this here so I don't forget about it. Iliad will go ahead and remove 4 threat from here. That's going to take it down to 1. We're adding 4 threat, so it's going to go back up to 5, which is insane. That's fine. Okay. Slingshot will go ahead and thwart 2 to take this down to 7. Agent 13 will thwart 2 to take this down to 5, which will ready the Iliad. The Iliad will take this down to 1. And we will use Maria's to throw this over onto the Pericles. Okay. In Arkham, if I commit a skill card to the skill test of an ally, who gets the effect of the skill card? I think you do. So like if you're as in like 2 hands, like or like 2 players, like if you commit a skill test like guts to another player's test, then you would draw the card. Always hero unless you can't, then player. If unsure, just do Grim Rule. Everything can be fixed by the Grim Rule. I like that. I like that. Okay, let's stand up. We've got Triskelion, Energy, Call for Backup, Command Team, Build Support. We're adding 4, so we go up to 5 here. The Hood is stunned, Moonstone is stunned. Our encounter card is Establish Dominance. After the Hood activates against you, resolve foul play. Exhaust your identity and place 2 threat on the main scheme to discard this card. I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's use a okay. So do we go build support or okay, so I think we go build support using Triskelion. Build support, we grab a Helicarrier. Helicarrier, we can play Call for Backup, and then we can get a command team down, and we can exhaust to get rid of this. And then we can thwart using all of our friends. Okay. So let's use a Triskelion to play a build support. It's going to come with 3. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna use we're gonna use Call for Backup to Agent 13, or to get Agent 13 back. So let's use the Iliad to take 4 threat here, take this down to 1. We will use Maria's ability to move 1 over here. Agent 13 will thwart 2 off of build support. That's going to knock Agent 13 out. We're also going to ready the Iliad when we use her ability. Okay. I'm going to use energy to play command team. Instead of taking it from the bell, I'm going to take it from command team using Maria's ability. It's a better play. Slingshot will thwart down build support, which will go get me a Helicarrier. Helicarrier will put in Call for Backup. Iliad will clear Call for Backup, which will give me Agent 13. Okay. We're going to flip down. We're going to exhaust. Get rid of that. Place 2 threats. Agent 13 will thwart that back down to 1. I don't think I'm going to ready. I need a damage here. Let's go Pericles to the stun. We'll stun Moonstone. I was like, can I get by with taking Moonstone out next turn? I potentially yes, but I don't want to force myself into it. I guess I don't have to force myself into it. So let's not stun. Let's give Agent 13 a tough status card instead. And what that is going to allow us to do is if we go through a relatively innocuous villain step, we can clear Moonstone, and then we don't have to use like this the stun here. Okay, cool. Yeah, in Arkham, can an ally take partial damage from an enemy? Yes. Nope. It can be split up. Yeah. When you take damage, unless it is, I think it's called direct damage in Arkham, you can split it up amongst any cards you control. Yeah. The gathering the hard skull token says -2. If you fail the test, search your counter deck and discard pile. Yes. Yeah. No, yeah. So yeah, you can choose the enemy from either, and then unless it says to spawn it elsewhere, you would engage it. Yeah. Okay. Let's stand up. We've got a superpower training, all points bulletin, shield director, support staff, Kalu, and a on the double. Okay. So we are going to add 4, take this to 5. We're going to be confused. Our encounter card is upper hand. We're going to Agents of Shield this, and then go into an Evil Alliance and place 3 threat or 3 tokens here. Okay. So Agents of Shield has been really good. Been nice to have. Okay. How do we want to do this? We have an APB, and I feel like we play the APB here. Do we want to get rid of this? I don't think we care too much. We're gonna exhaust to go get a Sky Destroyer, command team. Now we're gonna grab the field agent. Okay, got that. Let's flip up to hero form. Helicarrier will play field agent. Okay. I do want to play an all points bulletin. Okay, sweet. We're not doing. We're doing better than I think we deserve to be doing. Shield director can be good. Yeah, we're definitely. I think what we're gonna do is probably throw down a superpower training, and then clear it. Figure out with shield director. Because I don't know. I don't think I have another. I have life model decoy, I guess, but I'm not too concerned about life model decoy or taking damage right now. So I think what we're gonna do is use superpower training to tutor the shield director. So I guess we can go ahead and use shield director to throw out the superpower training. It's gonna be 3 there. Then we can use Agent 13. She is going to thwart the main here. Take this. Nah, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Take that down to 3. That will ready the helicarrier. Helicarrier will play support staff. We have not used our ability, so we're going to go ahead and move a counter from field agent over to Pericles. And then we're going to use support staff for 1. Kalu to play all points bulletin. So for each shield support you control, choose to either remove a threat from a scheme or deal 1 damage to an enemy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 instances of threat and or damage. So there's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is gone. Superpower training is cleared, which is going to get us the shield director. And then that's down to 0. So that's nice. Shield director is going to give something to the Iliad. So we can exhaust that to give an all-purpose counter to a shield support. Okay. Pericles. Yeah, Pericles will go ahead and confuse the hood. Give Agent 13 a tough status card. No, we'll stun Moonstone. I have on the double so I can hit the Iliad twice, but then that's going to deplete the counters on Iliad, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, yeah, it's so good. So good. Agents of Shield was a really good pick from uh for build support. Yeah. Yeah. One counter away from the plan. The plan. Iliad will go ahead and deal 5 here. That's going to take it to 12 because you defeated the other. We have 4 left here. So actually, I am going to go ahead and tough up here instead of stun because we have the bell to do 3 damage and 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then Slingshot will take herself and Moonstone out. Okay. We have on the double. I'm gonna toss on the double. We're gonna stand up. Okay. We're a little counter depleted, but a reinforcements. We have field agents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can add 4 counters out and start spreading them around. We have shield directors, so we're about to hit that curve to like kind of stop being the 1 counter off a yes, 1 acceleration. Thank you. Okay, yes. I am now following. We're about to be able to hit that curve where we're not as dependent. Yeah, there we go. Reinforcements. There's Dum Dum. Feeling good. Also throw counters on shield supports that don't normally have them. That's true. That's very true. Do I have any right now? I don't think I do. But yes, that is true. I guess Triskelion is the only one in the deck. We got 3 here. Hood is stunned. Our encounter card is Batroc the Leaper. Find Batroc and reveal him. I'm actually okay with that. I feel like, there is a time and place where we don't want to do that, but we can kind of deal with him right now. When he engages a player, discard a card from your hand. Mainly we have Pericles. Triskelion, yeah. Helicarrier. Yeah, good call. Good call. No, you're good. You're good, Lydia. You're fine. Alrighty. Here we are. It's doing the thing. It is doing the thing. Let's go Helicarrier to play reinforcements. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my total cost. Shield Director is gonna add to Pericles. Maria is gonna move a field agent over to the Iliad. We could flip down and grab Sky Destroyer. Is Sky Destroyer in our discard pile? We could grab Sky Destroyer. Sky Destroyer, I think, is going to be fairly consistent damage for us. And that gives us a better chance to draw into Nick. And then we have Super Spies. So I think we hang on to Super Spies and then we. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you recover? Discard one card from your hand. Don't love that. Is there anything that we need to do in Hero Farm? Nope. Let's flip down to Alter Ego. Feel if you don't have the ally healing side scheme. I think yeah, I agree. After playing this out, I think we should have rally the troops. I think that's a good one. Okay, Maria is here. Let's go ahead and exhaust to go find Sky Destroyer. Okay. Hard Call, Cyclops, and Dum Dum is going to play Sky Destroyer. After Sky Destroyer enters play, we will exhaust it, deal 2 damage here. I think there is a world in which we can ignore Batroc at this point. But why risk it? We will stun, confuse. Nope, other way around. There. Oh, I have to discard a card from my hand. Okay, well, that will be Super Spies. Okay. Because that's when he engages you. So, okay, sweet. Oof. Feels a little awkward. Like, I don't quite know what. I guess Iliad will deal 5 damage here. And Agent 13 will thwart here. We can ready a shield support, but I don't think there's really anything I need to ready or that I want to ready. I think I would like to ready the Iliad and use it again, but we don't have enough counters to do that safely. So let's just stand up. I'm going to draw 6 cards. We're looking for Nick. On the double, reinforcements also works. Melinda May, strength, special funding, and a command team. Alrighty. We're going to add 3. That's going to take us to 4 here. We are confused. In our encounter card, we do have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. online. Batroc, if he's already in play, he activates against you. So a boost icon of 3 probably loses us the game. Okay. It's gonna be 1. Take 2 indirect damage. That's fine. I'm gonna just knock the tough. Schemes for 1. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Do we have any more shield supports in our deck? I don't know if we do. We have 1 command team, 2 command team, 3 command team in our hand. We have all 3 field agents on the table. We have Cersei. Let's go ahead and exhaust. We will go grab Cersei. Yeah, I think Spider-Woman could win this scenario. I think she would have a little bit harder of a time than Maria would, but I think so. Okay. Okay. Helicarrier, special funding, strength, and a support staff. We'll play Cersei. Comes in with 3 counters because we used special funding on it. And we can exhaust the Cersei, remove a deploy counter to play a card for free, or an ally for free. Sky Destroyer is going to throw 2 damage here. Okay. Shield Director is going to add to Pericles. Cersei, we will use to play Melinda May. So after she uses the basic power, we can look at the top card of the encounter deck. We can discard that card. Let's go. Melinda's a 2/2, but Batroc is at 9. He has 7 health left. That could be an Iliad. That's 5/7. Okay, that's the route we were gonna go. Okay. Let's flip up to Maria. On the double, we'll play. Oh, nope. Here, this is what we're going to do. Reinforcements. Doesn't really work. Never mind. On the double, we'll play reinforcements. So we're going to go, I think, the same. We just need quantity of counters out there. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use Maria's ability to move a counter from the field agent to the Iliad. We've got Iliad, deal there. Takes him to 14. Melinda will take out Batroc. 1 damage. We're going to, after we use a basic power, we're going to take a look. Power the Atom, which is just going to surge because Radioactive Mana is currently in the discard pile. So I guess we'll just keep that. I don't know if there's any reason to not keep it. Going for that win when you have no room left on the board for villain cards. Yeah, nice. Let's go Pericles to confuse and tough Agent 13. Agent 13 is going to thwart, take this down to 3. I'm going to ready the Helicarrier. We're going to use a command team to ready Agent 13. She's going to thwart for 2 here. Take this down to 1 and ready support staff. Then we're going to use support staff and Helicarrier to play a command team. Okay. Stand up. We're looking for, I think an all points bulletin is pretty lethal here. We only have 26 damage left to do, so that is very doable. We've got 5 cards, 2, 4, 5. Oh shoot, Power of the Atom. Oh, okay, I guess that'll just be Delta as an encounter card. Oops. Thank you. Nice turn. Let's go. Okay. We are Sun confused. We have decent amount of damage output on the table. We're feeling pretty good. We're feeling pretty good. We got a Genius reinforcements. We do have Nick and Beast. So those are both really, really important here. Nice. We'll be able to get both of them onto the table. Where's the Triskelion? Did I just skip the Triskelion? Okay. Go up to 4. The Hood is stunned. We've got 2 encounter cards. The first one surges into Madame Mask. We will Agents of Shield Madame Mask into Surge. Each player engages with each minion engaged clockwise from them. That's going to surge into Army of the Controlled. Okay. Come in with 3. And an acceleration. I could exhaust to search for Triskelion, yeah. Then we've got Under Fire! Surge, reveal the top card in the encounter deck. Jeez. Okay. Unbridled Ambition. When the player phase begins, each player must resolve Hood's foul play. That's going to come in with 4. And we've got Nuclear Reaction, which is a hazard. It comes in with 5. So we've got some threat to clean up. That being said, 26 damage. Can we just do 26 damage? I wonder how many ready exhaust tokens you need to play Maria. Answer is a lot. Yes. You can give buy because I don't find myself exhausting all of my supports. Like I don't know if I use like all of my field agents to like actually use its effect. It's mainly there for like a counter bank. But yeah, a lot. But Maddie, thank you so very much for all the cards in play. 3 years. That's insane. 36 months. 36 months is bananas. That's awesome. Thank you so very much for the subscription. Okay. I love the exhaust counters. I think the exhaust counters are so so good. Alrighty, my friends. Let's see what we can do. Um Cersei will play Beast. We'll go find a double. We'll grab Strength. We don't need the government funding, mainly the government funding. We don't have a shield support, so might as well not use it. Sky Destroyer will hit Hood for 2. 1, 2. Because Beast is a shield agent now. Okay. I don't think we go for the win here. I don't think we go for the push. Because when we push, we have to discard, we have to do, well, we don't have to do too much. We're just gonna choose another modular encounter set. Um, let's just clean up real quick. Shield Director is gonna add 1 to the Iliad. The Iliad is going to take out Unbridled Ambition. Boom, just like that. Also, we have all point bulletins coming, so we can use that to deal with some stuff. Melinda May is going to thwart 2 off of Runaway Nuclear Reaction. That's going to take it down to 3. We get to look at the top card of the deck, which is a Sinister Strike. But bring out the Controller, which is not bad for us. Yeah, it's gonna bring out the Controller, and that does not affect our game at all because we can ignore the Controller at this point. So that's cool. Okay, so we'll keep that on the top. Okay, let's use Maria to move a counter over to Pericles. Pericles will stun and tough Agent 13. Agent 13 will go ahead and thwart 2 here. Take this down to 1. And that's going to ready the Iliad. Maria will thwart 1 off of Runaway Nuclear Reaction to take that out. Beast will thwart down to 2 here. We will command team to ready Beast. Beast will thwart 2. Beast is at 2 damage. We will command team to ready Beast. Beast will attack for 2. 1, 2. He's at 3. Okay. We're going to use a Strength and a Genius to play Nick on top of Beast. Okay. Nick will go ahead and attack the Hood for 2. 1, 2. We'll place an all-purpose on the Iliad. Remind me, which aspect is this? Is a Leadership Maria deck. Leadership Maria, Helicarrier, and a. Ooh, actually, I don't know if I care. I think I have enough counters. Helicarrier and a support staff. I'll just hang on to the reinforcement. We'll play Life Model Decoy. And we will stand up. Next turn, we should have some APBs. APBs are going to wreck the Hood. So we should have lethal next turn. We know that we're not getting any encounter cards that are going to actually matter. So we're actually just going to toss reinforcements. We've got the hard call, slingshot, reinforcements, super spies, special funding. Come on, give me an APP and a Professor X. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. We'll add 4, stun, surprise strike, which will get controller. Don't think controller's over here. Would he have been the next card? Oh, that would have been funny. Um, there he is. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what we can do. Even if we don't have a all points bulletin, there's still a chance that we can do it. Alright. Um Nick is going to go ahead and knock out the hood. Let's go ahead and give a counter to Iliad. Um no. Let's go ahead and give a counter to support staff. Yeah, I think we'll ready from command team, sure, of course. So we got the hood out of there. So we'll say the top is 1 2, middle is 3 4, bottom is 5 6. So we are going to add in Pale Little Spider. Because when revealed, choose one set aside, then shuffle it into the encounter deck. Foul play, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, deal each card not belonging to the hood. There. Okay. Did I give that to support staff? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I don't know why I did that. I'm not going to give it to support staff. I'm going to give it to Cersei. Okay. Nick just attacked. Oh, the command team shouldn't be exhausted. Thank you. Yes. Okay. And Hood comes in with 18. Let's deal 18 damage, my friends. Iliad will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shield Director will give Iliad 1. We're down to 13. Ooh. Oh yeah, we're probably fine. Melinda May will go ahead and attack for 1, 2. Take a look at the top card. Psychological Manipulation. No, X is equal to my attack. My attack is 0, so that's fine. Okay. Agent 13 will poke the hood for 1 and ready the Iliad. Iliad will deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, here we go. Special funding will play the hard call. We'll discard the Cersei to deal 6 damage here and 6 damage to controller. That's game. That, I did not think we were going to pull that out. Like, straight up, I thought towards that beginning, when we flipped, was it Moonstone turn 1? And then we had radioactive, man. We had 2 of them on the table for a little bit. That was insane. That worked out a lot better than I thought it was. I almost scooped, but I was like, you know what? No, let's. Yeah. Oof. Everyone on the Cersei died too. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Maria can play that control game. If she can hit late game, she is feeling so good. Um, she can struggle getting up and going, but I think in true solo, the Pericles kind of solves that a lot. Yeah, the Pericles is huge with the stun confused locks, and that's why I think she is so good, especially when you do flip that elite minion that turn 1. You have the Pericles, so you can kind of lock them down. The extra activations get a little scary, but yeah, Agents of Shield came in clutch. I think I'm not 100% sure how this would have shaken up differently if we went like Justice. I think Justice is still her strongest aspect, but I do think Agents of Shield is um very very good, mainly because we were able to toss the Hood's mantle, we were able to toss a couple of the elite minions eventually. Um so like that came in pretty clutch, but we would have had access to like Monica, we would have had access to all the global logistics, and so like while we were able to cancel some stuff, if we had global logistics, we would have been able to just like use global logistics, maybe not as consistently to cancel some of those cards, but we could have like set it up. Um, so I think this could have also been very doable in Justice. Outside of Justice or Leadership, she would have struggled a little bit more because you don't have the encounter card manipulation that those two aspects provide. But she probably could have been fine. But yeah, I mean that was cool. That was kind of fun. I really liked that suggestion. That was a fun suggestion to mess around with. Um, but yeah, sick. Okay, cool. Wow. Yeah, because when you flip to stage 3, choose to set aside, shuffle it in, place 1 acceleration, and then you resolve the foul play. But then after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, uh, everybody, yeah, you just do the foul play every single turn. So you're basically just adding 2, you're doing like 3 encounter cards every single round. Yeah, global logistics is good. Yeah, Maria is insane late game. And like a lot of the times it doesn't really take that much effort to get her to the late game state just because she can build so fast. We didn't have any APBs either. I was kind of thinking that we would end it on like an APB call because like the APB, once we had Cersei, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's a 2 for 12 or 3 effective cost for 12 damage. So yeah, seems pretty good. Nice. Cool. Alrighty. Well, that was fun. Exciting to always get Maria back to the table. I will be back on Wednesday. Can you show? Yeah, the Spider Woman tokens, of course. Uh, Later, maybe end of stream. Look good with Miles Morales. I don't have the Miles hero board, unfortunately. Um, the only hero boards I have are the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Plane, Agents of Shield, and Vision. So I don't have all of the hero boards. Yeah, the Spider Woman tokens. We'll go ahead and set them out here. So they fit directly into the hero board, and then whenever you use like one of the aspect cards for Spider Woman, so if you use an aggression, you can flip this over because she gets +1 to all of her stats. Anytime she plays an aspect card, and so each one of these are just like kind of uh, colored for the different um, aspects. You also have pool up here because that does count. So it is Scarlet Witch or Spider Woman need dials instead of damage tokens. It seems you could. Typically, I'm not running this, and so like I use like I still go like up here for the damage. I usually put damage up here if I'm using the tokens for the damage. Um, and then run these down the side. The Hood with all the Thunderbolt. Yeah, brutal game. Yeah, but I like these a lot. I think they're a lot of fun. They're just a nice way to remember exactly which aspect you've already actually played. Leadership. Boom. Now you're at 222. Yeah, of course. Of course. Sweet. I'm going to be back on Wednesday. We're going to be picking up where we left off last Wednesday when the power cut out in the middle of the stream for Final Girl. Do you have a discount or support code? Yes, I do for buy the same token. So if you use the code allover5, or if you're on YouTube, you can check the video description down below. You can get 5% off your order. It also supports the channel for using that code. Uh, and Sam, I think if you use the command, if you type in exclamation point accessories, that should bring up all of that information as well since you're on Twitch. I have not checked to see if those commands work in a while, so Potentially they don't. But that should give you a link to pretty much everything that I use. It's just kind of a Google Doc of everything. Yeah, there you go. Um, Perfect. Yeah, so the 5% off code is there. The written form of pretty much all of my accessories, including sleeves and villain dashboards and all of that kind of stuff, is there. I also have a video for it. So sweet. Nice. But yeah. So yeah, last time we were playing Final Girl, we were getting everything set up, but the power cut out, and it was very creepy. We weathered those storms quite literally, and got everything out. My door, I still don't have a door handle on my door because after the power went out, my door wouldn't open. My door handle broke, and so I ended up just taking it off to get out of this room. But we'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to be playing some Final Girl, and then Friday we're going to be back with some Lord of the Rings. Very excited to break Lord of the Rings back out. It's been a hot second since I played that game, but looking forward to it all. And until Wednesday or until we talk again, hope everyone has a fantastic day, and we will see you around. Peace.